Hello, people of the internet. Today we are looking, well, it's not like a look, it's more like a rant review of Cerberus and how stupid it is and how it's kind of bad for game balance at tier 10. So, what is this clown car? Well, this clown car is, you can think of it like a Goliath that went to Australia and traded its heels for like stupid base HP and a ridiculous smoke, as you'll see. So for starters, you get 45k HP with the camo and the right bonuses, the ship bonuses, and that's I mean in the survivability section, if I can speak it properly, the survivability section we get like 45k hit points, and the rest of it is decent, like nothing in this section really matters other than HP, I guess. Maneuverability is like good for a heavy cruiser. It's 33.9 knots, and the turning is fine. Like you're like, of course, it's a heavy cruiser, but somehow feels more nimble than the average heavy cruiser. Like you'll feel more nimble than something like a Hindenburg, something like a Goliath, a Monmouth, a Defense, or maybe even a Venezia. It turns better than a Venezia. At least that's what I feel. I haven't checked it with numbers, but that's just how I feel. The guns, the glorious guns, is 203 millimeters, and you get 12 of those with a 7.7 second reload and 13.3 km range. With the elite bonus, mind you, take the elite bonus, it's comfortable. That elite bonus is really good. HE is with 8% fire chance. Why is it that high? I mean, okay, it's compensated by the long reload, but yeah, 8%. As you'll see, you can do some disgusting stuff with that HE. And citadel damage rate is 200%, which is fine, I guess, for a heavy cruiser. You don't really sit. I mean, the only thing you citadel are light cruiser and maybe the off citadel on a lightly armored BV. AP and HE damage is also decent, like 678 on HE and 823 on AP is pretty good. Turret traverse is on the slower side of the spectrum, which is to be expected from a heavy cruiser. It's fine. Tops, they are there. They are like Goliath tops. You chuck them out. You can single fire them, by the way, like Goliath tops. So you can chuck them out for extra damage. Don't count on them to do anything like insane. They're just there. They're good bonus damage, but that's about it. A is mediocre. Like, yeah, you have some A, I guess. It's like this, the A on, well, that's basically with every ship these days, other than like super utility ships. So you get shafted in the A department, but that's about it. A concealment 7.99 sub 8 km on a cruiser with, as you'll see, the disgusting crawling smoke and 45k HP. The camo, I run this camo, the glorious. I wonder which country this cruiser is from. I really couldn't tell. This camo gives the smoke generator action range. Now, I don't know exactly what it does, but since it buffs smoke and it buffs it by 60% at that, I run this camo. HC, you can run HC as well for more range and a bit traverse speed, but I really like this Australia camo. Like also it was free. Like it was free in the early access event. You could grind it out. And yeah, that's the camo. Battle honors is pretty straightforward. 20 wins. I don't know why they want you to cap, but okay. 300 fires is easy. 1.8k, 1.8 mil damage is also easy, and 105k in one barrel is also pretty easy. And oh, the creme de la creme, the smoke, the crawling smoke generator too. This thing is so stupid. I can't put into words how much I hate this thing. You get a so okay. Hear me out. You get a cruiser with 45k HP that can lay a smoke screen for 32 seconds, and each of those smoke puffs is 14 seconds long. So that doesn't mean that, like, you don't get 32 seconds of smoke time. You get 32 plus 14 seconds of smoke time because the last puff lasts 14 seconds. So, like, you deploy the smoke puffs, for 32 seconds, and at the end of the 30, like 30 second, if that makes sense, at the end of second number 32, you drop another puff that lasts you for another 32 seconds. So that means you get 46 seconds of smoke time each smoke. Now you can maneuver in this smoke, you can move around in this smoke, and this is basically a portable smoke tree. It's even better than a smoke tree, if I might say so myself. Like smoke tree is like 40 seconds, something. This is even longer than that. This is like 46 seconds, and you get to move around in the smoke while going full speed. Well, you don't go full speed, like you lose some, like you go like three quarters. Like you see how it says during the smoke release process, the ship's maximum speed is reduced. Well, yeah, it's a slap on the wrist. It's like you go from like 33.9 knots to like 28 knots, which is like, come on, how is that fair? But anyway, the cooldown time is 90 seconds. You bring it down with Mistweaver, and yeah, it's like, as you see, it's pretty stupid what this smoke can do. You also get combat instruction, which is like your main guns get buffed, Giga, like minus 35% dispersion and increase in shell velocity by 8% for 30 seconds, which is pretty good. Like 30 seconds is like four salvos. So for four salvos, you get like a railgun dispersion and velocity. And all you need to do is set three fires. So now I am not sure why it's based on setting fires instead of shell hits. Like it's kind of RNG dependent, this combat instruction. So as you'll see me do at times, I'll just kind of hold it like for later. Sometimes I even forget to use it because this ship really, like, the combat instruction is just like unlike something like San Martin or Libertad that like live and die based on their combat instruction. This ship's combat instruction is like just there. The main gimmick of the ship is the fucking smoke, and like that alone, like, can, like, you can remove this combat instruction from the Cerberus, and it's still like it's super disgusting. Anyways, yeah, also, yeah, you get DFA too, which is like, okay, you get like decent A with this thing going up, but then again, do CV scare? No, but yeah, since you'll be in smoke most of the game, it's likely that the CV won't be able to drop you consistently, so he might just give up on you. But then again, if the guy is determined enough, he'll just kill you off rip. And also, you get single fire tops, just like Goliath, so that you can launch and possibly doomsphere people. So, anyways, that was what we have in store. And I have one game in store for you today, just to see how stupid this thing can be. And yeah, I'll see you in the game then. All right. So here we have on fault line domination, we have Slava, Montana, Seattle, Nevsky, double gearing, and Z52. So I'm not the biggest fan of fault line because I don't like the way the rocks are placed on this map, and forces you to play in a way that's kind of awkward and I don't really like. Anyways, we spawn on the C flank with a DD. Now, the enemy team has a Seattle and a Nevsky, so I know that there will be a radar cruiser on this flank. It's just a matter of which one. Now, Nevsky players, they don't tend to play the most aggressive, so like if there's a Nevsky on this flank, I'm not that worried. And even if it's a Seattle, and it can't really punish me for making stupid plays. Anyways, as you'll see, my DD is capping C, and my cruiser, the other cruiser, is going B. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, so we spot the Seattle on this flank, so that's good, I guess, for me. Now he's rushing into cap. I don't know why, but he is. I see the tops. There's a 8 tops in the world. I can't really tell from the difference in torpedo speeds, whether it's the gearing or the Z52 tops, because I don't remember the speeds. Anyway, the Seattle pops up. I just randomly. I don't have no idea what this guy is doing, by the way. That's why I stopped like in front, because I expected him to go straight through, but then he just stops and starts to reverse. Now I see the Montanas coming towards here. So I smoke up, even though I know that the Seattle has radar, because the plan I had in mind was his radar will run out by the time the Montana shows up on this side of the rock. So that's what happens. And Since my radar is longer, since his radar is way shorter than my smoke, I can just stay in smoke and shoot this guy for free. But yeah, I see the gearing now. My Shima has left to do something, so that's that, and he's coming around the rock back to sea again. So till then, I just relax a bit. Uh, Point my stern towards the gearing to dodge the tops, which we do easily. Now I see the Slava guided in spawn, so I just farm him from over the rock. Once again, this is like what part of my brain do I even need to use for this gameplay? Anyway, I just farm the Slava from behind the rock. Montana is I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's shooting the BB at B, but he's just sitting there for now. So I have a Slava with just DCP'd by the way. So yeah, he's gonna get focused real hard. Just have a look around. I get one fire. The reason I'm shooting HE is because he can go behind the rock at any instant. Although, as we'll see, he will like do so a bit too late. But yeah, I want to get a bit of perma fire chip damage going into him, and he's almost dead. So yeah. Oh, the Montana shows up now. So maybe so here what happens is you see me not smoking up right away. I take my time, I wait like 10 seconds, and then I smoke up. Why do I do that? Well, you see, if I smoke up immediately, it would be kind of a waste because his guns aren't reloaded because he just shot me. So that's why I wait for 10 seconds and then I smoke up right before his guns are about to reload. Now, there's a bit of risk with that, considering that he might be able to blind fire me pretty well, since the longer I wait, the better estimate he has of my last known location. However, since it's randoms, and I would assume that a random Montana does not like 12 out of the 12 shells on me in a Cerberus, like, yeah, I took a gamble basically. But it was a calculated gamble and it paid off. So, like, my smoke lasted like in a time that was more effective for me basically. But yeah, the Seattle pops up now, and this guy is dead. Now, I should have started turning towards the right way sooner, but since I do that a bit too late, Montana takes 10k off of me, which is fine. I still have like a heal and however much HP left. Now, you see, my heal is off cooldown. I should have healed there, but for some reason I don't. Maybe because the first game of the day and yeah, but yeah, I don't heal for some reason. Subconsciously, I was trying to bait AR, even though I don't have AR on servers. I have Mistweaver on servers, but since I'm so used to playing cruisers with AR, I try to bait AR subconsciously, even on cruisers that don't have AR to begin with. Like, I could have healed at any moment, but I just simply forgot to. But yeah, that's a mistake on my part, and as you'll see, I kind of pay off. I kind of pay for it. So we dodge these sets of tops. The Montana is just like coming. He's gonna heal a bit by the time he comes out on the other side of the rock. So I'm just preparing for his push, and once again, heal is right there. I could have healed, but I did not for some reason. So I just reverse towards him. Mashima is in cap and C is not getting flipped, so I knew that the DD is in C. Now I should have smoked up immediately after I get spotted. I got spotted, but I did not, and that's what's gonna get me killed, basically, as you'd see. So also you saw that after I smoked up, there was a brief instance where he got re-spotted. So yeah, that helped him to get a better. Now the gearing pops up. I decided to okay, let's deal with this guy first and then deal with the Montana. But this guy just drives it in. So yeah, he just died. The annoying part is that he launches stops at in my direction. I don't know why he did that. And also, like, oh yeah, here's why I die. I did not heal in time, and the guy just yeah, okay, bro, whatever. I thought that the since the Shima was so close to him, the Shima would spot those stops for me, but turns out that wasn't the case, and like kind of sloppy gameplay for me. But the reason I was able to do so much, I guess, was because remember. I dealt with a Seattle, a Gearing, a Montana, all on my own. And maybe, okay, maybe the Shima did a bit, but and I did not have any BB support. Like both my BBs were playing AB. It was literally me and okay, the Shima a bit. that basically held the entirety of CCAP for like what 7 minutes now. Like we did not lose control over C for the entire game, and also I chipped damage at the slot. So I basically like had influence on like half the team, and that's a easy win for us. Like 123k with like okay, I die because I played a bit stupid, but it's a win, so I guess I'll take it. I got damage. I got to farm. And even though I played bad a bit, subpar, let's say, I still get to do stupid shit because I'm in Cerberus. I tanked 70k in a cruiser, and well, yeah, I was kind of pissed at the. I remember pissed at the gearing because he towed me first game of the day, but it's fine with whatever. Like, he spends all game trying to do damage to me. That's like 22k, 15k of which was at the end. But anyways, on to the build. All right. Now we shall look at the funny build on this clown car. So, as the keen amongst you must have observed, I run reload mod. Now, why do I run reload mod? Well, here's the thing. Half the time, half of the game I'm in smoke. So, like, okay, like, most of the times, BBs or whatever can break your guns would not shoot at you when you're in smoke. Unless you're like brawling, of course, then they can just blind fire you easily. But yeah, like, but my point is like, it will like it's highly unlikely that you lose guns in servers. Like in my personal experience playing the ship, I've lost a gun like maybe once at max. And like I've been running with reload build, like reload mod since like day one. So like it's a good buff to the DPM. Now the standard way would be to build dispersion, but I figured since I can always like you see the combat instruction that gives minus 8% dispersion. Well, no, it improves your dispersion by 8%. So that thing can basically compensate for your lack of dispersion mob. And if I remember, oh wait, no, it wasn't like 8%. I think it was plus 8% turning speed of turrets and oh, it was minus 35% dispersion. So yeah, like here's the thing. If there was an instance where having dispersion mod would have helped, then I could simply like click my combat instruction. But like I treat the combat instruction button as a precise aim, basically, is what I'm trying to say. You can just click it and improve your dispersion, and then there you go. You can hit all of your shots. And that dispersion mod would have helped you hit. But yeah, that's my theory. So I just buffed the DPM because well, Cerberus is a bit of a cheese fry. A bit is an understatement actually. But yeah, second slot is standard acceleration. Third slot is also standard concealment on this thing. As far as the commander is concerned, I run just the regular captain. So yeah, underwater protection expert is fine. You could take emergency response as well, I guess, because uh, like you don't want to get your rudder broken out when you're out of smoke or something like that. I don't know. Battlefield support, I take it because it gives the AA, and I could take this thing, or well, I could take the boring option, which is this thing, which is also nice, but the you could take this in case your main guns get broken because it's reload mod after all. There's still a chance, and if you do lose, if you lose one main gun, that's like 25% of your DPM gone. So you don't want that to happen. So might be helpful. I don't know, but I just run with battlefield support because the extra AA artillery maintenance expert because I want dispersion. So this thing also like the way to play Cerberus is to stay high HP. Like the idea is that you want to stay above 75% of your HP at all times because this combines with the combat instruction dispersion buff of minus 35%. And that's the thing. This ship gets so many opportunities to stack dispersion that you don't even need the dispersion mod. Like minus 3 from here and then minus 35 from the combat instruction is is frankly more than enough. Like what you don't want to play it as a sniper. It's not a Venezia or anything where you want to like maximize hitting all your shots at one broadside target. It's more of a spam type of cruiser. You do like you spam shells at people and just hope that they die over time. So yeah. And the idea behind staying high HP is that, see, something like an Austin, you want to get low as soon as possible so that you can use your Halsey and activate adrenaline rush. Cerberus, on the other hand, does not get adrenaline rush, as I was like painfully reminded during my gameplay that Cerberus does not get adrenaline rush. And yeah, eh, you want to stay more than 75% of your HP. AA expert, because I get DFA. Survivalist and fully prepared are really nice. Like you get a stupidly high HP cruiser with 45k base HP. This brings your HP total to like 70k something, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I tanked 70k last game, but I did not fully get to cycle my last heal as well. So it just like it's not of 70k. The total HP pool you have access to is not of 70k's with these skills. Uh, don't I would say don't run expert weakness. This is kind of cope. Uh, like you could run it if you really really want, but I would just take generalist. I will change it at some point in time. Just haven't gotten to doing so. Mistweaver, non-negotiable. Don't cope for Rhea. Mistweaver is the way to go. Minus 33% the smoke generator cooldown time is huge. Huge. It brings you from 90-second cooldown to 60-second cooldown. Like, imagine you are in smoke for 46 seconds. Oh, by the way, remember the smoke generator? It lasts for 32 seconds and then it stops generating smoke puffs. But the last smoke puff lasts you for 14 seconds. So, see, the smoke generator, it starts its cooldown once those 32 seconds are over. So, what this really means is that of the 60-second cooldown on this smoke with Mistweaver, you can spend 14, which is basically say almost a quarter of that cooldown time still in smoke while the last smoke puff is active. So, in effect, you are basically only waiting for what, like 46 seconds is your effective non-smoke time that you have to spend between smoke puffs, which is just plain stupid. Demo expert, again, nothing else makes sense here. Honor Seeker and APCS, don't go by IFHE. If you're gonna build level 12, I'd take Sith Strike or Giant Hunter actually. Giant Hunter is more consistent. Yeah, just go with Giant Hunter, I guess. Set Strike is funny at times because of the way you can settle people at times, but I'll just take Giant Hunter actually. Go Green Tree if you want to build level like 15 or anything above 13. Go Grease the Gears. 4% air traverse helps a lot because your base is 9%, 9 degrees per second. So 4% on that is like 9.36 is not that much of a difference, but it's still something. You go with specialist because of course you do. Imagine a fourth smoke on this clown car. Like yeah, yeah, enjoy. And then you go active reload because the rest two are kind of eh. So yeah, that concludes the commander setup. And do I have anything else to say? Oh yeah, let me show you the monkey as tier Commonwealth cruiser at tier 10. So these are my server stats, as you can see. Like, this thing is disgusting. Like this thing, or this KD, the reason it's not higher is because I play it like a bot. Like I don't think in servers. I just charge in and die. Like you saw me die how I did last game. That yeah, that's basically what. This KD should be easily above 10. This is a skill issue on my part. That isn't then you can farm like there's no like there's nothing that can stop you from farming. And the only way you die is maybe because of a CV or something focuses you or something like takes away a lot of your HP off rip. And even if you lose HP off rip, you still have like smoke. So it's basically like someone, if they want to remove you from the game, they have to chew through like three smokes worth of time. Like each smoke lasts like 46 seconds. So that's like 138 seconds, which is like 2 minutes and 18 seconds of the game. Just smoke. You're just in smoke for 2 minutes, 18 seconds. And on top of that, you get access to a HP pool of 72k. Now, I don't know, but there aren't a lot many ships that can like deal with this thing really effectively. Like imagine something like a Minotaur or something like that's the more close to Cerberus. Let's look at Goliath. Like Goliath only get two smokes, and those are smoke ones, mind you. So it gets really less smoke time. So you really have to think about how to cycle your HP in Goliath properly. Cerberus, on the other hand, just doesn't care. It just doesn't care. So yeah, I get like 2 kills per game, 8 KD, and yeah, like this is pretty stupid. But anyways, that will conclude today's rant review of Cerberus. It's a well, let's look at it like as it is. It's a pretty strong ship, but at the same time, the means by which it becomes strong and it establishes itself in the meta is pretty cringe. Like Smoke, HE Farmer with like 45k HP, just like Cerberus basically like if you're a DD player playing against this thing on your flank, you're kind of cooked unless you're like something like a George Hoffman or maybe Tromp, because you can airstrike him from safety. I don't know, but it's really annoying having to deal with this guy on the flank. Same applies to Cruiser. Most Cruisers actually. Maybe something like I don't know, something like really stupid. Maybe okay, if you're in a Napoli, you can run this guy down. If you're in a what's it called? If you're in a Minotaur, you can play around his smoke and you can out DPM him. But then again, Cerberus is the most like okay. Look at it in from the perspective of surface ship. Like no matter what surface ship matchmaking you throw at Cerberus, it will like always have an answer. It just always that might not be the best answer. Like there are ships that are situationally they're better than Cerberus, but Cerberus on its own might be the most consistent, not even cruiser, in fact, the most consistent ship, surface ship at tier 10, which is why I hate it because, bro, what are we doing? But, anyways, that will be all for today. And yeah, kind of a short video, this one. Yeah, let's see. Next up, maybe I review Napoli if I get the time. But yeah, that would conclude it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one.